jotting things down. If you're watching it live on YouTube, also jot something down. If you are watching live on TikTok, jot something down. So the very first thing you need to do, I want your business to make millions come 2025, is to accept your reality. Reality ni pé ibi ni mo wà. This is what I am. My business is just like this, but I am ready to fight. I am ready to move from this to something else. If you don't accept that reality, first face the reality of who you are, where you are right now, so that you can move to something else. Everybody have a story. Every successful person who are successful will tell you that their background, their starting was very rough. So after accepting your reality, the next thing you need to do is to change your mindset. Things are expensive. People are not buying. People will not buy from you. Because no matter how expensive things are, people still make purchase. So you need to change your mindset so that your mindset is in alignment with making money, making millions 2025. Your millions might be just 1 million for a start. It can be 2 million, it can be 3 million, it can be 10 million. Whatever million it is, you just want to come to that space. This is where a lot of people have problems. They want to make money, but they are putting their hands in so many things. They are doing so many things at the same time. It is them that is in real estate. It is you that you are doing network marketing. It is the same you that you are selling uniform. It's the same you that know how to do bricklaying. It is the same you that knows how to do house painting. In fact, some people call themselves I multitask. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ mọ̀ pé multitask kì í ṣèdè tó dáa, especially tó o bá ti lówó lọ́wọ́. Tó bá yẹ kí business ló fẹ́ ṣe, mú kankan jẹ́ kán mọ̀ ẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkankan. There's no one who have become successful today that did not start with one thing. Focus on one thing first. That is how to do it. If you focus on one thing and stick with one thing, no matter what happens, people will start knowing that if you want to do this, give it to him. If you want to do that, oníkẹ́ gbé fún. Tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe eyelash tó dúró re, ìyàjọ kẹ́nikẹ́ gbé fún. That is because you have stuck with one thing and you have been known with one thing. The next thing that you need to do is to commit to a list of things you will not do in 2025. A list of things that I will not touch in 2025. I know you might have heard about list of things you want to do, but this time around, list of things you will not do in 2025. What are those things that made you fall in 2024 that you will not do again in 2025? Come up with a list of those things that you will not do in 2025. So when you come up with list of things you will not do in 2025, for example, mi ò ní máa náwó yàfùyàfù ní 2025 means that I will start saving. So whatever it is that you will not do in 2025, make a list and stick with it. Jẹ́ ká wá shift síbì kan ibi tó wó ti wá gangan. Because I want to first talk about you as a person. So now let us move to where the money is going to come from. This question that I want to ask you, that you are seeing, or that I want to ask you now, is what are you selling? What are you selling? So if you know what you are selling, just write, I sell this. I sell guguru. I sell epa. I sell ororo. I sell rice. What exactly do you sell? What exactly do you sell? You need to be able to say in clear time, I sell this, I braid hair, I offer these services. If you can't find what you sell, just write it. I don't know what I sell for now, but keep along because you will need to fill out this. You need to understand this. It is very, very important because without this, 2025 will be a matter of struggle. Nítorí pé àwọn tó ń plan wọ́n ní ipasẹ̀ ọ̀nà tó fẹ́ tọ̀. They have a like a road map of what they want to do. So the next question after knowing what you want to sell is, can what you are selling now, can it give you millions? What you sell right now, can it make you millions? What you sell now, can it make you millions? Emiri? Okay, let me add one more question to that one. That can what you are selling make you millions, or do you need to change the way you sell it? Kì í ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ gbé dání gan ni ò lè sọ yín dolówó. Ẹ lè need láti change the concept tẹ́ fi ń tà ni. For example, somebody can sell groundnut to be a millionaire, but you cannot be a millionaire selling groundnut, putting it on a tray in front of your house. It's not possible. You get what I mean? So there's nothing you are selling that cannot make you millions. And what you are selling make you millions. So if Zobo lenta, Zobo shoriri, you can sell Zobo to make millions. It is possible, but it will not be the way you are selling it right now. Shangwe, your Zobo, after packing it, you put it in one bako bag or a cooler and you take it from one place to another. If that is what you're doing, it might not give you what you want. But imagine if you're able to partner with somebody who does event management and they now take order for you. 100 guests, 500 guests, prepare Zobo for them that they are going to serve to them. It is different from trying to hawk one by one. The next question I want to ask you towards is your 2025 millionaire making, which is the next question, is also very, very important. Is your product good? Is it above average or just like every other person? Àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan gbé lọ́wọ́ gan àwọn gan. You yourself, you are selling groundnut, but when people buy groundnut from you, within 3 days, it has become something else. Or you are selling bag, but within 2 days, number 3 bags in low bag, you're in peel. So how good is your product? It's also very, very important. Know how good your product is. Then, if your product is good, and remember, we've said that what is it that you are selling, and the way you are selling it, is it going to make you millions? Because in many times we only think about our space. We only think, oh, let me sell to people on my street. Most people that open shops today open it to service those on their street or those in their neighborhood. And when they've covered that, they don't think beyond that. But I want you to challenge yourself and start thinking beyond that myopic face of everything. If people buy your product, can they refer it to other people, or they will be scared and say, even the one I bought. So in order for you to make your millions, you need to get that right too. All right. So the next thing that you need to do is to understand your math, your business math. For some people, the math is not mathing. Calculation, the math is not mathing. Now, it's one thing for you to be able to sell. It's another thing for you to be able to sit down and say, what I am looking forward to is to sell this so number of goods within this period of time so that I can make this. And when you are doing this math, you can either do it as in form of revenue or profit. So I'm going to give you examples of this. and see how you can model it to whatever it is that you are selling. Remember, I asked the question earlier that what do you sell? So you can equally look at what you're selling and say, this is what I'm selling. If I'm able to sell this and this, I will make this much. So let's assume somebody's example, the person, maybe the person sells hair or is an hairdresser, and you can say, okay, maybe for each hair that you do is 20,000 naira, for example, and you can say, if I make 5 hair on a weekly basis, or if I make 5 hair on a daily basis, that will give me 100,000. And if I have another staff that can also make 5 hair at 20,000, will give us about 200k. And you know that people can also come for hair revamp, okay, and you can charge them for that amount and say, okay, if I can make this amount, and if you do all the calculation, your money can be about 215,000 naira every week. So you now multiply it by how many number of weeks you need for your 1 million to be complete. Or if you are like a very ambitious person, maybe you are an online person and you're very ambitious, you can say, okay, I'm looking for maybe 7,000 users who is going to pay me $10. The calculation is mad. 7,000 users that will pay me $10, and that means that monthly I will have 119 million naira every month, and yearly that will be 1.4 billion naira. That is more or less like, I'm not playing in that small game. I want to pay in the higher game. And for some people, what they plan for their business is too much. For somebody saying, if I can get 300 students, 500 students every month, Oga, how you want to do it? You don't have the number of students before. You want to go from 1 to 500. Stop dreaming, come to reality. So if you put it like 50 students in 2 months or in 3 months, and each student is paying you, say, maybe they are paying you 30,000. 30,000 times 50 students, all right, will give you, say, about 1.5 million naira for 3 months. That is still realistic, so you can move on from there. So you know, I have a time to do marketing, I have a time to train those students. The cocoa of the matter, how do you make all this money? You make all this money by doing one thing, and that one thing is called marketing. Marketing is just a simple way of saying, how do you get more people to know about you? What should you do for you to get more and more people to know about you? Because the more people know about you, the better it is for your business. And this comes down to something. Auntie, what are you doing with your phone? You are always the one checking updates, but you are not updating anything. These days, please, I am begging you, 2025, content is marketing for your business. If you sell something in your store, if you do something in your shop, take a video of that thing and send it online. Put it somewhere. Let people come and watch it. If you know how to do something, video yourself doing that thing. Somebody is out there looking for who to teach him how to do it, and it will be free marketing for you. It will be a form of free marketing for you. But most of the time, you look at content marketing and say, it's for content marketing is not new. It has been in existence for years. People who are doing all this comedy skit and all this, they are the ones who are popularizing that name, content marketing. If you sell clothes or video those clothes, post it online. How do you know good clothes from bad one? Do the video, put it online. Before you know what happens, people will start seeing you as an authority in that field. So the next thing that comes out in marketing is that you want to ensure that you have the right message for people. Don't just use the message like buy, come and buy, I can buy, I have a new order, I come and buy, can you come buy? Don't do buy. Let people know that you are also humans. Let people know that there's a different touch of you, because that's when they will warm up to you. And the question is, if all your videos are just buy, come and buy, Videos or online marketing are meant for people to go back and watch again. So what am I rewatching in Come and Buy? Nothing. Because I've seen it. I don't need to go back for you to now bombard me with something to sell. No. But if it is interesting, I will go back and watch it again. Then the next thing that's also very important is make it easier for people to buy from you. Sometimes a lot of people do marketing, but tó bá ti dọ̀rọ̀ olówó, chat ẹlòmíì kò ní reply chat yẹn, ó dẹ̀ ń tajà. Wọ́n send the message ẹlòmíì kò ní reply message yẹn months. So make it easier for people to pay you. If you make all the money, is to learn how to grow your money. Learn how to keep and grow your money. It's very important. Because if you make millions and you are not growing the millions, it's still back to square one. In order to grow your money, you can do something like what they call commercial papers. You can do something like bond. You can do many other things that will help you grow your money. So take for example, if somebody offering you about 18% on a yearly basis for the next 3 years. So that means after the 3 years, you still get your money back and you still get to keep the profit that comes from that bond. So tó bá dá àyè kan tí wọ́n ti ń ra bond yẹn lóṣooṣù, it means every month they will be collecting something from the return that they get. So what are you waiting for? Learn to grow, to keep your money. I hope this is interesting to you. If this is interesting to you, the only thing that you need to do is to take action. Because it is one thing for you to listen to all my analogy, all my expressions, and everything that I said, and you say, wow, this guy, they make sense. But if you are not doing anything with it, what's the sense in the sensing? The sense is not sensing at all. But if you take action on what I've just mentioned, then it is making sense. True. When your bank account can make a U-turn, it can change. But for you to be able to do that in your business, you need to be more organized. You need to learn to stop being an impulse spender. That's all I have for you this afternoon.